Which one? Both. All right. Today's the day. I'm gonna teach you how to eat. We're gonna start with 1.5 servings of, is the mic on? Yes. 1.5 servings of both Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm gonna break it down real basic for you because I could just pour them and say whatever. So I have a food scale right here. Okay. I weigh it out in grams. A serving is 29 grams. So 29 divided by 2, that's a half a serving, plus 29, that's a serving and a half. So I'm looking for 43.5 grams of Reese's Puffs. Have it zeroed out. I'm terrible at this. $44 is good enough. We're at 40. 44. We go to 47. That's 50. Whatever, close enough. I don't gotta do it exactly because the 3 extra gram, or yeah, 2.5, 4.5 extra grams of Cinnamon Toast Crunch is not going to be the difference between fat and ripped. Okay, so that first meal had 83.5 grams of carbs, 11.5 grams of fat, and 12.5 grams of protein. So obviously starting the day out with carbs. This is normal. I normally have a bowl of cereal in the morning. It's not out of the ordinary for me to have 83 grams of carbs because I can have like 350 in the whole day. So you can fit a lot more in than you think. Granted, I'm bulking and I'm eating almost 3,000 calories a day. But you can still, like, even if I was eating 1,800 calories a day, I could still have that bowl of cereal. I'll explain. Oh, and if you're wondering about water intake, gallon a day. Always. At least I try. This is the part of my day that I despise by far the most. So, I take a multivitamin. It's not like a gummy, delicious multivitamin either. It's called the Animal Pack. What that means is basically instead of 1 vitamin that you take 47 vitamins a day. And what this basically is, it's like everything that you could ever need ever for training ever. They smell disgusting, they taste disgusting, and they make me gag almost every time. I've tried to go about it different ways, like I've tried to go one at a time, just pop, 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 but I just don't prolong the process, and I literally just take the whole thing at once and try not to throw up. This is it. These are all the vitamins. Hate it so much. Just gotta man up, gotta sack up and go for it. Oh. Now my second least favorite part, because I always do it right after the vitamins. Creatine. Unflavored, so I don't really put it in anything. I literally take a heaping teaspoon, because that's literally what it recommends. 5 grams of creatine straight down the hatch. I just go right for it. Now my third least favorite part of my day. Fish oil. These are pretty painless. And that was easy. And now I reward myself with a Power Crunch bar. Sorry, Shayna, eating the last one. I just want you to know that I ate the last Power Crunch bar. She's the type of person that will let something sit in there for 4 months, and then when I eat it, she's the most upset, even though she didn't eat it for 4 months.
Because I'm always saving it. I know I'm gonna eat it.
Remember that time it was sunny and beautiful? So do I. It's now gloomy, rainy, and disgusting. And what's Matt doing? Forgetting his keys. Okay, trying this again. Off to do some video stuff now. Can't film it. So gross. Alright, so after that Power Crunch bar, my macros stand at 93.5 carb, 23.5 fat, and 25.5 protein. So what I'll probably do next, since I got a lot of carbs in and fat, is I'll be doing some protein here for lunch. Chicken, it's the staple food. My hair is kind of weird right now, but I actually bought a DiGiorno pizza, and I might have had a quarter of that, as well as 6 ounces of chicken. So I'll let you know what my macros are here in a second. Okay, so I don't usually lay down in the middle of the day, like, ever. So, but I just felt like it. Usually I go out to a desk to work, but instead felt like laying here to be a little bit more comfortable. Anyway, my macros right now stand at 148 carb, 41 fat, 79 protein. So again, still behind on the protein, need 121 grams, 24 grams of fat, which is kind of low, and then 151 grams of carbs. I'll probably have a protein shake after my workout, which I really don't feel like doing, if we're being quite honest. I don't. Chest day. No rest day, chest day. I want to try to find the Walden Farms pancake syrup, because it's 0 calories, which is kind of unbelievable. I've been trying to find it, but I don't know where it is. So we might do that today. We might go try to find it. So I'm hungry and don't really feel like making anything, so I'm going to have this Quest bar. I try not to have too much artificial shit, but whatever. I suppose I should have prefaced this video with like what macros are. Okay, so I'm going to break this down super duper simple for you. What are macros? Macros are basically what your food is made up of. Calories are made up of carbs, fat, and protein. You need a certain amount each day for your bodily functions, to build muscle, to burn body fat. You need certain amounts of each thing. Carbs are your direct source of energy. Protein are the building blocks of muscle, and fat is fat. That's not bad. You need fat, okay? Carbs are not bad. You need carbs, and protein is necessary for building and maintaining muscle. They're all good things. You can't just get rid of one and expect to have this crazy result, all right? It's very simple. Calories in, calories out. You burn more calories than you consume, you're going to lose weight. You consume more calories than you burn, you're going to gain weight. It's that simple. Obviously, it goes deeper than that, depending on your goal. Like mine's to bulk up, so I need a lot of protein, I need a lot of carbs, I need a lot of calories. So my macros are set to, my daily goals for macronutrients are 300 grams of carbs, 200 grams of protein, 65 grams of fat. That might be low in fat in comparison to everything else, but I prefer carbs, so I go a little bit lower in fat, a little bit higher in carbs. Those are somewhat interchangeable, carbs and fat. As long as you're getting a good amount of both, you can kind of, it doesn't matter how you balance them necessarily. This is all just advice, by the way. This isn't scientifically backed or anything. It is, but I'm not going to find the research, and I'm not going to make any scientific claims. But this is just what works for me. 200 grams of protein, I usually try to go for a gram per pound of body weight. I'm not 200 pounds, but I just like round numbers, so 200 grams seemed good. And then, yeah, that's basically it. I kind of, and I don't eat certain portions. I don't eat X amount of meals a day. I literally eat what I feel like eating, so long as it fits within those parameters. So like today, I had a bowl of cereal and a quarter of a pizza. That knocks out a lot of carbs and fat for me, so I kind of have to clean it up the rest of the day. It's a balancing act, all right? Everybody's, you've heard it, in moderation. And that's exactly what it is. You can eat what you want as long as you have it in moderation and you work out hard. That's the thing. Now, just because I said that I could have a bowl of cereal and pizza to start my day doesn't necessarily mean that you can have a bowl of pizza. So it's all about your macros, all right? It's not rocket science, all right? You don't need a specific meal plan. You need macros, because no matter what you eat, you're going to eat a certain amount of carbs, a certain amount of protein, a certain amount of fats, and they're all going to do the same thing. Granted, there are healthier choices, like there's complex carbs and omega-3s and omega-6 and omega-9s and omega-6472. Like there's better options within the macros, because you do need micronutrients for you know, just being nutritionally sound. You know, stuff like iron, vitamins, minerals, all that healthy shit. So you got to balance it. Like I said, I eat vegetables, I eat fruit, I eat, you know, all the stuff that is considered healthy, but I also eat not healthy stuff because it's more maintainable. I'm more likely to stick to what I'm doing now than I am to eat 4,000 calories of chicken and broccoli, stuff my face. I'll get sick of it tomorrow. This makes a lot more sense for me, and it's helped me reach my goals faster and stay consistent, because I'm very much a yo-yo dieter. I'll be like, yeah, no, yeah, no. Set your macros. I'll leave a link in the description to a video where you can learn how to set all that up and do it. And it's that simple. But don't take this for scripture. Is that what they say? This isn't. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a nutritionist. This is what works for me. It might be what worked for you. Try it out. If it doesn't work, it didn't work. Going to lay gym now. Shayna beats me if I don't close those. I'm usually good about scheduling my workouts so that I don't really interfere with other people. It is 6:30 on a Monday. I don't even want to see how full this parking lot is. It's going to be so bad. Oh my God. I hope everybody's here to play basketball, and I hope everybody's working legs, and I hope everybody here is in the women's area. Shit! But we got a front row parking spot because I'm the luckiest dude around. Hopefully I'll get a front row bench press too. Workout's all wrapped up. Now, I'm gonna go find some maple syrup.
Maple syrup, yeah, tap that, rat-a-tat-tat, she thick like maple syrup. I'm a sticky, icky, greener than a maple leaf.
I hate Walmart. I always hate coming to especially this one because it's just weird, shady. I don't see it. On to the next. Okay, we're gonna try the vitamin shop now. Vitamin shop.
Maple syrup, yeah, tap that, rat-a-tat-tat, she thick like maple syrup. I'm a sticky, icky.
Tonight, I'm having waffles. Here with my baby and Shayna.
Cute.
I don't even know if this is gonna taste good. I heard it tastes like garbage, but I've also heard it tastes good. So I'll let you know.
Where's my boy? Where's my bougie bougie? Oh, where's my baby? This is his favorite.
Waffles. Just like I wanted to. I'm like genuinely nervous about this because I really don't want to be disappointed. Like, really don't want to be disappointed. This is like if everybody hyped up Halo Top the way that they did and it tasted disgusting. But I am going to try it before I smother my waffles in it. Because if it's bad, then I'm going to have to pick something else. I mean, smell it.
Smells good.
It smells legit.
Smells like that.
It tastes like maple syrup. I don't know what Brian's talking about. Brian. It tastes like watered down maple syrup.
I hate like maple syrup.
But it's better than no maple syrup. And that's the damn truth. Time for my daily jelly bean. Gross. Here we are at the toaster oven. Come on, let me do it.
I want to do it.
Wait, what? I'm the boy in the relationship.
So,
So
how is this a sexist argument?
the boy always sprays the butter. You should know that. me a fork, please? The woman in the relationship always hands the man a fork. Hey, at least you don't gotta spray the butter. It tastes fantastic to me. It tastes exactly like waffles with maple syrup. Okay, this is a prime example of what I mentioned earlier about fat and carbs being somewhat interchangeable. I am over on my fat by 13 grams, and I have 71 grams of carb left, but I'm only going to eat like whatever the calorie equivalent of 13 grams of fat is in carbohydrates is how much I'm not going to eat. That makes sense? And then I'm going to finish off my protein somehow. I don't know. Beautiful. Amazing. Dessert. Okay, so following this meal, I'm going to have 49 grams of carbs left, 13 grams of protein remaining, and still negative 13 fat because the Dan and Light Fits have 0 fat and 12 grams of protein. Highly recommend. So here's how we just figure out how many carbs I'm not having, how many I'm subtracting from what I technically have left. Well, we have 13 grams of fat that we ate too much of, and then we multiply that by 9 because that's how many calories are in fat. And then we divide that by 4, which is how many calories are in carbs. So 29.25 grams of carbs. I'll round it to 30, even though it's not rounding at all. I'll round it to 30. So I have to subtract 30 carbs from my remaining total. That gives me 19 grams of carbs left, which is just going to be enough for... I don't know. All right, I'm going to end this video here because Shane is about to shoot a video, and obviously can't keep myself clean. I think I'm just going to have like a sugar-free Italian ice, just like 20 carbs, and then that'll cap it off. I'm at about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So, peace out.
Welcome to the gold rush in the Green Mountain State. This honeycomb flow gon' grow, now let me pollinate. Travel fly with the concentrates, dabbed out like the doctor say. Feeling better than ever, forever ever. I'm talking infinite energy, independent from enemies.